From burnout to balance, a 4-step plan for sustainable success. Burnout doesn't happen overnight. It builds slowly as you push through your exhaustion, as you ignore your own needs, as you convince yourself that rest is some sort of a luxury. But here's the truth. Burnout is not the price of success. You can achieve high success without running yourself into the ground. So today I'm going to give you a 4-step plan to escape burnout and create sustainable success. But make sure to subscribe first, tap that bell icon, because you don't want to miss powerful strategies like this that we drop here on YouTube all the time that help you stay in control of your life. I'll be right back.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
What I want for you in your life is to be happy and to be in control and to be rested and be successful. But you can't have all of those things if you're always burning out. So your first step is to recognize the signs early of burnout. Burnout doesn't start with exhaustion. You're kind of late in the game if you're just noticing exhaustion. It starts with subtle little red flags: constant fatigue, even after sleep, a lack of motivation for things that you once enjoyed, feeling detached or resentful toward work or responsibilities. If you notice these signs, do not wait. Those are on the road to burnout. Okay, they're like street signs along the way. Burnout is a lot easier to prevent than to recover from. Okay, so step number 2, you've got to redefine what success looks like for you. Success is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters. So you've got to ask yourself, am I chasing goals that actually align with me? Am I working hard or just overworking? Also ask yourself, what would success look like if it felt sustainable? If your definition of success requires you to sacrifice your health and your happiness, it's time for you to get a new definition. Because without your health and your happiness, what is it for? You won't be able to enjoy it because you'll be unhealthy and unhappy. And we don't want that. We want you to be happy and healthy. So step number 3, you've got to structure your energy and not just your time. Time management isn't enough, really. You have to manage your energy. So you have to think about the things together. Here's how. Batch your tasks. Don't constantly switch gears. I recently did a video for you here about time management hacks. And one of the time management hacks was to create theme days. So like meeting Monday and research Tuesday and reading Wednesday or writing Thursday, just theme days. And I'm not saying that that means that you can never have a meeting on a Friday if you have meeting Mondays. You don't have to be rigid with it. But come up with themes so that they're the general way that your general mode of operation, the general way that you carry things out. Because when you have theme days, which means the same type of work on each day, your body starts to get into a rhythm, kind of like you usually go to bed probably around the same time and you usually wake up probably around the same time because that's what your body likes. It's the same thing. Oh, I know that this is Monday and on Mondays I do this. I know that this is Tuesday and Tuesdays I do this. So your brain is ready for it so that you're not constantly switching gears. When you group similar work together, it actually reduces your stress. It increases your productivity by letting you get into a flow so you can just go with it. You need to honor your peak energy hours. Work when you're naturally most productive, not when the world says that you should. So if you're naturally most productive at 8 o'clock at night, get some of your really important work done at 8 o'clock at night, but make sure that you're balancing that with giving yourself some of the traditional work hours for things that feed your soul. I once worked with a man who really was productive between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. And I would wake up at 5 a.m. and have like so many emails and text messages from him and all of this. It would be overwhelming. Well, he was actually doing it right. He was working when it worked best for him. It didn't mean at 5 a.m. when I woke up, I had to deal with all of his stuff. He wanted me to. But sorry, Charlie. His name wasn't Charlie. But sorry, that doesn't work for me. I explained to him, these type of tasks are best for me between 10 and 2. So from 5 to 10, this is what I'm doing. And no, I'm not going to change it. You do you from 3 to 5. I'll do me the rest of the time. You know what I mean? Because I'm sleeping from 3 to 5. Also, schedule recovery like you would a priority. Schedule your recovery like you would a very important doctor's appointment. Breaks, movement, mental resets. These are not wasted time. These things are fuel. If you stop because you have to pee and you go to the bathroom, you got to do that or there's going to be an accident. Schedule your recovery the same way. I've got to recover. I've got to recover and make it meaningful. So, after a recording session like this, I'm going to go hit my yoga mat. I'm going to go, maybe I've got a great massage chair, lucky me. Maybe I'll go do that and just relax for a few minutes before I shift gears into something else. I've scheduled that break. I've scheduled this time so I know what's coming. And you'll also notice, if you watch our YouTube channel a lot, you'll notice a lot of our videos, you're like, oh, Jane's wearing the same thing. Yeah, it's because I have theme days and I have a recording day, and I schedule these things so that I can really get into a flow. If I stop every now and again, like, oh, maybe I'll do a video now, maybe I'll do this now, I'm not going to be in this flow. So just a little tip. All right, step 4. You've got to build a system for long-term balance. Burnout is what happens when you live in reaction mode instead of creating a sustainable system. So break that cycle. Please set clear boundaries around work and personal time, like I did with that guy that I used to work with who wanted me to be on all of his priorities at 5 a.m. No. No, you've got to set clear boundaries. And it means saying no sometimes. Design routines that support your energy, that don't drain your energy. Check in with yourself weekly to adjust before burnout creeps back in. I really look up to my 17-year-old daughter in this instance, because if she starts feeling herself get burned out, I'll just hear her start saying no to her friends, even her boyfriend, different things. No, because I know that I have this, and this. And she really manages her energy and knows when she needs an early night or, a morning off to sleep in. It's not necessarily about slowing down. It's about building a life where you can succeed without sacrificing yourself, your mental well-being, your health, your overall stress level. You don't need to sacrifice those things. Hey, if this video has resonated with you, or you even are super proud of my 17-year-old for being able to say no to people when she sees her energy being drained, give me a thumbs up. I'm so proud of her for that. Also, remember to subscribe if you didn't already, and tap that bell so that you can keep growing in a sustainable way. And then also let me know in the comments, what's one boundary that you're going to commit to setting this week? I want to know, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here.